Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Such Good Shoot, coming to you live from the land of Misfit Podcast here in the Creaky Tiki Studios and all around the world. From over there, with the newly slicked back hair and the freshly gone mustache so that Melina can no longer make fun of it, we have Shane!
Hello.
And down there, working way too fucking early in the morning, till way too late at night, and late at night's like 2 in the afternoon, but that's way too late for how early he fucking wakes up. We have Isaac!
That's why I do drugs.
And coming to you, I don't know when I wake up. I have way too much hair, way too much beard. All of this needs to see some blades and get trimmed up and looking good. I'm your host, Dozer. Let's get it on.
Just don't shave that snail trail because that is so sexy, baby. I like following. Never mind. Sorry, that's a different podcast. But I guess we could get our advertiser out of the way right now.
I really.
Balltrimmers.com.
That is the third segment.
Sorry.
First segment is Jim Beam. It's whiskey.
Bonded in bondage.
Well, yeah, of course. You got to get the bondage whiskey. But if I remember correctly, before we get anything really going here, we do have somebody we would actually like to be a sponsor. Please, if you could send these guys some crates for free, it'd be great. Shane, you have a crate to open for us today.
It's the Pro Wrestling crate done by Pro Wrestling Tees. It's so much better than the other one that Isaac gets.
I get both of them, just to be clear. I already opened mine today because Shane said he was saving his for the show. And I was all like, yeah, I'm opening mine then. Fuck that.
All right. I don't know what this is. It's the card.
It's the card. That is the card. That is the spoiler alert card.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just going to go top to bottom here.
Dude.
Let's see. Hold on. I did not see what this was.
That is a Hot Rod shirt, and I love it.
That is fucking badass.
Yeah, that's a very cool.
Yeah,
that's a very cool T-shirt.
I was fucking stoked. I was really hoping for something else from Hot Rod because I saw it on the spoiler alert card that they put in. They tell you what you're gonna get, but that's an awesome shirt.
Somebody wrote a book about the Bullet Club.
Yeah, I guess that's like just promotion.
All right. Next shirt.
It's a great shirt, and I hate it so much.
Yo, that's tight. I'm a big fan.
It's a great shirt.
I also don't have anything in my repertoire that even remotely looks like this. So, it's
as goofy as it is, that's a pretty good shirt.
All right. It's freshly squeezed, dude. Who's this?
Chris Hero.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's he's on NXT UK now. It was Cassius Ohno in WWE.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a pin.
A pin from Doc Gallows and Anderson.
Oh, it's the Good Brothers. I like the Good Brothers. It's another comic that I'm never going to read. All right, cool. It's Brian Myers and Matt Cardona. Oh, okay. I do see and understand what is going to be Aaron's. And yes, it will be Aaron's. Yeah, Aaron, that's all yours.
This is it opened. Yeah, this is definitely.
Yeah. What is it exactly? Is it
it's
like
a bandana?
Is it just a bandana? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna tie her hair up with that. Yep.
Yeah. You can pull the Hulk Hogan.
Ooh yeah. Yeah, no, it's very purple.
All right, and then here is what I'm always most excited for.
It's actually.
Let's see if I can tell as we're bringing this out. I can't see anything. I'm actually blind.
It's a great photograph, first of all.
Fuck.
But it's that's what's his name from Baywatch?
Oh! It's it's
CJ.
It's Juice Robinson.
Yeah, it's Juice.
But yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought that was okay. I thought that's who it was, but
Well, I had a funny
also,
moment. I had a funny moment
brother.
when I don't know who that is. That's not Red Shoes, though.
That is
Oh,
way too much of a up close on somebody's ass.
Is that? Oh, that's Cody. Yeah, that makes sense. Because Cody took the North American title from him, probably in this match.
So when I got that, I was like, what was his name? I feel like his name was
CJ Parker.
So I Googled CJ Parker.
Yeah, it's Lana.
Was he the guy who like protested shit in NXT?
Yeah.
Yes.
The hippie.
Yeah, and then broke Kevin Owens' nose.
If you Google just CJ Parker, the first thing that will come up is Pamela Anderson's character from Baywatch, whose name was CJ Parker.
Isn't that Lana's name too in real life?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure that's Lana's name.
CJ something.
Yeah. I just thought that was funny because I was like, oh, maybe I must have gotten the name wrong. And then I'm like, I wonder if they did that
Perry,
to him.
My bad.
If they did that to him on purpose.
Yeah, I never ever have an issue with the pro wrestling crate, but like with that particular box, I mean, it's 2 shirts. Like the shirts are always officially licensed, which is incredible because all the other wrestling like crates I've ever had, it's all unlicensed stuff, which can sometimes be really cool, and then other times, like we've seen with Isaac's shirts, just be total fucking bullshit.
Support
like,
pro wrestling now more than ever.
Yeah, no, if anybody is in the market, and again, we're not sponsored, but I wish I was. If anybody's in the market and you can find, I mean, you have to be on a waiting list for this one. So,
and even when like it does become available, if you're not right on it and like refreshing that browser, you're screwed.
I mean, 10 out of 10 would recommend if you're looking for one and you can get it. It's the best by far.
Yeah. Unless Pro Wrestling Loot starts sponsoring us, then fucking.
Oh, then they'll be the best. By far.
Absolutely.
Look, I don't care if it's wrestling related. If Bespoke Post sponsors us and sends us free shit, they're the best.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
The Cigar Authority, please.
Yeah, that would be cool. I'd be down with that. Or like the Brony box where you get different My Little Pony action figures.
No. Well, I have to draw a line somewhere.
Whatever, dude.
I won't take dirty money, dude. That's dirty money.
You already pay for the Elite Brony box.
Nonetheless, I do get boxes. None of them are pro wrestling related. I get Bespoke Post and some cigars. So, ooh.
I get the Ezra Zion one.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Does it come with do you get them with the coffee?
Yep.
Oh, I get crema.
Crema was great.
Oh, Crema, please sponsor us.
Yeah, Crema would be a good sponsor.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Good fucking coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't wake up till like the crack of noon, so you don't need good fucking coffee.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I found, I don't really drink coffee, and I still have the coffee subscription. But I found at work one of the students at the school I cook at. Do you imagine me teaching? So this is how you roll.
Like my chemistry professor.
This is how you roll a fucking blunt. But one of the students' mom ran a tea shop, and so she donated a 5-pound bag of yerba mate. A fucking dry leaf, loose leaf fucking yerba mate. So I just make yerba mate iced tea in the morning.
You ever tried to smoke it?
No.
Oh, why not?
I barely smoke weed anymore. I smoke dabs. Combustion is so fucking 1990s.
Dude, try and dab some tea leaves on the show next week. That would probably get us some views.
I'll make some fucking mate rosin, bro.
Yeah, come on.
Fatty dabs.
And that coming next week on the High Times podcast.
Yo, bro. Jolioli. What up, YouTube?
Yeah.
Before we No, Aaron, not going to happen.
Yeah, you just want free makeup. You ain't fooling me. I'm done.
Yeah,
but
and I just want free cigars. Like, Are we really?
Was I wired from the yerba? Especially the first day I made it, because I'd already drank a Red Bull, and then I drank like 6 fucking cups of yerba iced tea. I was like, yo, Yo, I think this stuff works.
So,
You were seeing colors that weren't even like nobody's ever seen before.
Yes, Schmerple, dude. I saw Schmerple finally.
so before we got started, when we were having our pregame chat, we learned that there is a difference of opinion. Shocker. Between these two.
Yeah, on everything.
On everything. But in this case, especially the living legend. I don't know if that's his actual nickname, but that's what I'm fucking calling him. Nick Aldis.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. And is it just okay? I love Nick Aldis. I'll start out by saying I really think and I'm not saying just because of the style he wrestles and the promotion he wrestles in. I think that character as a champion in any promotion would work, and I think that he is a good enough wrestler that he could work any style in any promotion. That being said, is it Nick Aldis or is it the NWA Power, the promotion that he's in, that you have more issue with?
I mean, it could definitely be both. I mean, again, I jokingly said he was shit, which I totally do not believe in any way.
No, he's obviously not shit.
Yeah. No, Nick Aldis is a very good wrestler. I have an issue with the pace in which he wrestles. I have an issue with the story he's constantly telling in his matches. And it's gotten a little better. Right before everything shut down, he was starting to flash heel, which I thought was really cool. But when you just get straight white meat babyface Nick Aldis and he's wrestling just this slow, I'm going to target one body part and it's going to be rest hold after rest hold the entire match. And then it's telling a story, but it's just not for me at all. I appreciate it.
I never got the babyface vibe from him though. He was always just kind of like a pompous asshole.
That's kind of what I got, but I only watched the NWA Power.
Yeah, that's for me.
All this.
I mean, he can be like a pompous asshole, but he was still the cool pompous asshole. Right before they shut down, I'd seen some matches from him where he was actually flashing heel, and
he was though, because he had that whole thing with what's her name, where he had his valet where he wouldn't let her talk.
Yeah, but that's what I was talking about. Is leading up into that. I'm talking before that when it was him versus Cody Rhodes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, him versus Cody Rhodes. The match was really good. When people when he really jumped was that Cody feud right before All Elite started, and when it was just Nick Aldis versus Cody, and it was just this. I'm a good guy, but I'm also a good guy, but I want to win the title because my dad's Dusty. Well, I'm going to keep the title because I'm Nick Aldis. It just didn't do anything for me. The match itself was fine. I'd recommend giving it a watch if you're bored, but those at All Out, All In. Yeah, I forgot that they did that at All In because they had all.
But now you don't like Cody anymore either. So
no, Cody's fine in ring. I just have an issue with him booking himself to win repeatedly.
Yeah. On a side note, who totally expected Cody to be the Jannetty of DiBiase and Rhodes of Legacy back in the day?
I didn't watch Legacy live. I've only seen Legacy retroactively. So I look at Ted and I'm like, yeah, okay.
When they were live, Ted was so much better than Cody. I feel.
We're talking about Junior?
Yes. Yeah, when they were Legacy, when they were hanging out with Randy Orton.
Yeah, I just never got the same level of charisma from him as I did from Cody.
Yeah,
Cody, especially in WWE, I remember watching him when they fucking had the mustache gimmick. And then they had he was perfect and beautiful and a broken face gimmick or whatever, and
I love the Dashing Cody Rhodes
all of that stuff, and it was so bad. You could tell that it was he hated it.
Dude, he made fucking Stardust work. I mean,
but he made it work, and you were like, man, this guy fucking is he's so on the cusp of of being just so good. and they just keep saddling him with this shit, and he keeps getting it over. So they keep giving him something that's dumber. They're like, well, let's just make it because he's got a pretty mustache. Such good shit, pal.
Yeah, no, I mean, he was, I mean, you know, for being, you know, the son of a legend, and especially for being the son, I mean, not the son, but the brother of somebody who played such an integral part in the Attitude Era. And, you know, Goldust never won
legend.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
Let's be honest. Like, if Dustin had not gone to AEW, he would probably be getting inducted into the Hall of Fame in the next year or so.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, but he made the right decision because he can still go, and it's amazing.
Totally. And I'll tell you what, even if it was just for that one fucking match against his
with Cody, mm-hmm.
That is one of that match still stands out as just one of the most. I mean, he bled a little bit too much, but
so did Ric Flair in every match ever.
But god damn it, dude! Like, it was one of those matches that, like, you didn't. All you need to know is that this was the older brother, this is the younger brother, and they're fighting for they're just fighting against each other, and like it just told itself. It was one of those things, like, you didn't need anything else. You didn't need any backstory other than the fact that these two are brothers.
Well, and then they actually were smart, and I have issues with AEW, but they were smart, and then they catapulted that right into another storyline where Cody, I don't need a friend. I don't need a partner. I need my brother. And it was like,
brilliant.
Yeah, good job.
Like, dude, tearing up, like, legit.
Yeah,
like,
it was incredible.
Moments I was like, holy shit. Yeah. And even more so because, like, it felt so genuine, and B, you could tell that they hadn't told Dustin
I was going to say, because he lost it immediately.
Yeah,
it was very genuine.
Yeah, you could tell, like, they had, like, the conversation they had is like, I want you to come in and have this match with me to help me, like, kick off this promotion. And that it was like a one-off thing, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, no.
The Nightmare Family.
Which is stupid. They've done a horrible job with the Nightmare Family.
I mean,
it has the worst tattoo in wrestling history. And this includes Brock Lesnar with a giant penis on his chest.
Or David Bautista with the Sully Erna from Godsmack tattoo, dude.
His belly tattoo. There's some bad ones. There's some real bad ones. We talked about this last week.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
The tramp stamp on Lance Armstrong or whatever.
Lance Armstrong.
The bike guy, right? That's that one.
Lance Archer.
Yeah, that guy. Strong, baby. Whatever, dude. Just another guy who did fucking steroids, right?
And on that thud of a joke,
hey, I didn't even laugh. You're right.
We have this week's main event, where we have another tier list, as every wrestling podcast does at some point somewhere. We stole the concept from Cultaholic, who probably stole it from What Culture, who probably stole it from somebody fucking else.
Probably like Teen Vogue magazine.
Yeah.
What Culture Wrestling is dead.
I never watched them back in the day when they were all the Cultaholic people.
Yeah.
I like them better now than I like the Cultaholic people now. That's all I can say.
I like the Cultaholic boys. I wish Simon Miller's pretty good. I wish Simon Miller came with the Cultaholic boys.
Simon Miller is one of the main reasons I watch What Culture.
Yeah, he's funny. Although, man, I tell you what, he has moments where I'm like, how are you so wrong? But for the
he's not right or wrong. He's just why. Here's why.
Oh.
That was violent, Dozer. That was scary.
That's Jim Beam, our sponsor. You want to get violent in your basement?
You want to beat the shit out of yourself? Jim Beam, right here.
Hey, they're sponsored by Mila Kunis. And she's
bottle is guaranteed not to break when you beat your family with it. Hey, what, dude? Come on now.
And on that note, so our tier list for this week is WWE pay-per-views. Here's the list. And as far as it goes, we have a bunch of pay-per-views, and some things that aren't even fucking pay-per-views down here that they listed out, we're rating them best, pretty good, okay, shit, and complete and utter horse shit.
Tribute to the troops.
Well, I was going to say,
Complete and utter horse shit.
You
Is that
know,
the one
some
where
of these
John
are
Cena wears
one-offs.
the camo jorts.
So, Raw? Some of these are one-offs. Some of these have a long history. The less we remember from them, generally speaking, the more shit they are.
I was going to say, I can be at the ready to quick look up a card or something if we need it as well.
Yeah. Oh no, he does. He does. He looks very sexy. I would. Yeah. Yeah. Meow.
All right, we're just gonna go down the line, boys. Is that Battleground first?
Yep. Battleground.
Oh,
is
Battleground.
first.
Hold on. How many Battlegrounds?
They only had like one or two of these, and like
I remember. I think I remember both of them being horrible.
oh, it's this weird bullshit. Because if I remember correctly, it was like beginning or end of October. Like they had Battleground right before fucking Survivor Series, which is the same goddamn thing.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Shit.
Just real quick, I'm looking at the main events from the shows. That's what I'm gonna do for the ones that have more. Yeah, I don't think.
What were the main events? Tell us.
The first one, which was 2013, was Randy Orton versus D-Bry for the vacant WWE Championship, which of course
Greatest
Daniel
champion
lost.
in WWE history, vacant.
Vacant.
2014 was Cena versus Randy versus Kane versus Roman in a fatal four-way for the title. Battleground 2015 was Seth versus Brock, and I think I remember that being an okay match. Like, 2016 was Ambrose versus Reigns versus Seth in a
We had
triple
four
threat.
of these?
We have 5 of these.
Jesus.
And then the final one, which is why it incredibly and completely is below okay, and I won't accept anything else, is that was the last time we had a Punjabi prison match.
Wait,
Jinder versus Randall.
No, that was not with the Great Khali run-in, was
Oh,
it?
yes, it was.
God. Yeah.
It,
oof.
you know, I think
It's
I just put it
shit.
there.
Yeah, it's shit.
The
Are
only
we
thing
at
good
shit
about
or complete and utter horse shit?
you can put it down in complete and utter
Yeah,
horseshit.
let's keep it
It's gone.
Is it worse though? Is it really worse than Taboo Tuesday?
Dude, I like Taboo Tuesday.
We're
gonna
not
argue
at
about
Taboo Tuesday yet. We can recalibrate
Yeah.
when we get there.
Okay,
Why don't we put it in shit and put it at like the low end of shit, right? Like it's almost
pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Is that Armageddon next?
Armageddon is next. And
I like
I don't know.
Armageddon.
I liked Armageddon. It was a good theme for the end of the year. I like the fact that they also introduced the Armageddon Hell in a Cell, a 6-man Hell in a Cell match. Kind of a precursor to an Elimination Chamber.
It also had the best theme, dude. You came to me in a dream last night. It
did.
For the theme alone, it gets put in okay. I mean, the theme's the best. I love that theme.
I think for a B-tier pay-per-view, it's pretty good.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm looking at some of the main events.
What do we got, Isaac? Tell us.
Have you heard the theme song?
They start. Have I heard that? They actually start out. It doesn't start out too bad. So it starts out Triple H versus Mr. McMahon in a no holds barred. The second one was Kurt Angle versus Stone Cold versus Triple H versus The Undertaker versus The Rock versus Rikishi in a Hell in a Cell, which is the one where Rikishi took that bump into the truck.
Onto the random ass hay truck below or
with
some
all
shit.
sawdust or whatever. The next one was Shawn Michaels versus Triple H in the 3 Stages of Hell match.
That was a pretty good match for being convoluted and stupid as far as
for being like the worst stipulations.
That was always one of my favorite match types to play on SmackDown versus Raw.
Oh, it's a great video game stipulation, but
oh yeah, terrible in real life.
Then we had Goldberg versus Triple H and Kane in a triple threat. And then JBL versus Eddie versus The Undertaker versus Booker in a fatal four-way.
That was a fun match. I remember that one.
And then it was these are all actually pretty good. The Undertaker versus Randy and Hell in a Cell.
And it lasted a long time. Like, we have to give it credit because it did last a pretty long time. Like, we clearly went from one end of the spectrum into like this new generation. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think pretty good is where it's at.
This is
maybe
probably like the worst one. The next one, which was Batista and John Cena versus King Booker's Court, which is Finlay and King Booker. That was the main event.
Yeah. I mean, but then it jumped the shark and then it died. So,
but then it was Batista versus Edge versus Undertaker in triple threat. Oh. And then Edge versus Triple H versus Jeff Hardy in a triple threat. So
that's a pretty good match too.
Yeah. It's just like really, it looks like the only main event that was. Oof.
Yeah, I mean, why
Batista and Cena versus Finlay and fucking Booker T.
Why don't we put it at the top end of okay, and then we can deliberate a little bit more later.
That Rikishi moment alone is fucking standout anyway. So that's
I kinda hate that moment.
I don't know. Anytime people bump
I mean,
I like it. That was a fun match.
The bump itself was cool, and the match itself was fine. It was busy, like it was almost too busy. But you want to talk about circumstantial bullshit. That like people have issues with like flippy wrestling. They're like, oh, why was he just standing there? They had a whole fucking random truck that drove out just to catch this man from falling. Like
totally. But it was still crazy, dude, watching like a 400-pound plus.
Yeah, it's Rikishi. Big men don't take bumps like that.
Oh, I agree. It's still real to me, damn it. All right, WrestleMania.
Do we really need deliberation on this one?
No. I mean, WrestleMania has gotten long and hard to watch the past couple of years, but Mania is still Mania. It just is what it is.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. Tribute for the troops. It ain't even a fucking pay-per-view.
God, it's trash. It's literally an excuse for John Cena to wear his fucking camo fucking jorts.
I mean,
they're not horrible. They're not great. They ain't pay-per-views.
Yeah,
I got my dog tags because I'm a fucking Marine.
I would put it in shit, but like right below Battleground shit, because there have been a ton of fun moments, whether it be like their tribute to the troops that they did in December, where Mick Foley came out and beat up Vince McMahon, and like it's literally harmless fun. That's how I look at it.
That's why I hate it. You can keep it in shit for now, but I will say that once we're gonna get down a little further. What the fuck is? Oh, okay.
That was the all women's pay-per-view.
Oh, you got to put Evolution up and pretty good. That was a fun show.
Really good.
It was a good pay-per-view. It was one time, which is bullshit.
But it's a good litmus test, and it was a good show. I mean, for
show.
Mm-hmm.
Good show, shitty name.
Oh God, the Great American Bash, the WWE.
Oh, that goes in complete and utter bullshit, dude.
God, that was.
It's so bad. It was so bad all the time.
Yeah, they didn't even do that many.
Okay.
So bad. It's like why? Like that's what SummerSlam is, you dumb bastards.
The only Great American Bash that was good was the one that happened on USA this year. That was NXT.
Yeah, I mean that's because Triple H did it. I mean, the Night of Champions.
I'm biased. I'm going to say it's pretty good, but it's one of the few pay-per-views I've been to.
Like
the one that's like every match is a title defense.
Yeah. I would put that squarely below Armageddon and okay, because that's what they do anyways.
Yeah, it's okay.
Wait a moment. Hold on. Let me look at this list. Do we have Cyber Sunday and Taboo Tuesday on the same fucking list?
God, we'll just lump those together.
complete.
They're the same fucking pay-per-view, same concept.
We're gonna let the fans decide. Do you want to see Tori Wilson's tits, or do you want to see Howard Finkel's ass?
Dude,
the fans decide.
I like Taboo Tuesday and Cyber Sunday, and I wish they would bring it back. With how much they're pushing the fucking WWE app, that would have been so smart for them to bring that shit back.
Of that too, and like Raw and stuff, where you could like, we're gonna let the WWE universe decide.
So
no, I hate that. It's like, dude, don't do that.
I hate when you let me have a decision in what's going to happen. How about you do whatever you want, and then I bitch about it afterward?
I only bitch about it when it's bad, but...
Here's the question. Do we hate when it is a B-level pay-per-view on a Sunday, as pay-per-views should be, or by default, a C-level pay-per-view on a weeknight?
I thought it was kind of cool that they mixed it up a little bit and they put it on a different night. Like, I understand it wasn't great for everyone by any means, but like the idea was cool. Like, I enjoyed it.
I guess my thing with like those is when they gave like fans the choice, it never felt like there was ever a real choice. Or that it made any fucking difference. It was like, do you want to
see Scotty 2 Hotty versus Stone Cold, or The Rock versus Stone Cold?
Or like, do you want to see a no holds barred match, or a street fight, or a no DQ match?
Go watch some interviews from people who are no longer with the WWE about it. They actually followed what the people said and actually fucked some shit up.
Oh, I know.
Yes,
yeah.
But what I'm saying is that at the same time is like that's why they started doing those choices that were just bullshit.
All the same words for the same fucking match.
Yeah, it's like no DQ, fucking street fight. Yes, we do want to see Tori. Believe me, we want to see Tori.
What's a street fight?
I mean,
you just wear a t-shirt.
Okay. I mean, I'm looking at the card. You guys might be right.
Yeah, I think you have a little bit too much nostalgia for early internet.
I mean,
the only thing they have going
Flair
for
versus Triple H in the steel cage match was good.
What did it have going for it?
A cool fucking set.
Yeah, and the name is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's a best idea.
It was a decent idea, and it was poor execution. Basically, like that's what WWE does. They get like great ideas, and then they water them down until they're fucking just trash.
Is that December to Dismember?
Yes.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, we can continue talking about Taboo Tuesday and Cyber Sunday. Just put it down there. It's the worst.
But where does December? Oh, come on.
Oh, it's not even remotely close to the best. It's not even remotely close to shit. It is firmly ingrained and complete. There is literally nothing good about the show. Like, they didn't do a single thing right.
This is 2006. I thought this was earlier for some reason.
No, this was the WWECW, dude. This was the Extreme Elimination Chamber thing. And then, like...
Wait, this is the...
Matt Stryker beat
Bald
Mahoney.
This isn't the one from 1995.
No. This is the WWE one.
Then never
mind. Only WWE counts.
Yeah, no, Matt Stryker beat Balls Mahoney in a Teachers Rules match.
What? What? Oh God.
Yeah, dude, you've never seen this, Isaac? The next time you and I watch wrestling, whatever that may be.
Oh God, Daivari with the Great Khali defeated Tommy Dreamer.
Oh yeah. We're gonna watch this together.
Show?
Yeah, yeah.
God. Okay. Yeah, I thought we were talking about the original December to Dismember.
No. This is only things with the great WWE in it.
Yeah, now that makes more sense. Sorry, I woke up at 2 a.m.
No Mercy.
Let me look No Mercy up.
I feel like they had an awesome set.
I'm biased because the video game was fucking awesome. So
let's see. Here's our
Yeah,
back on the N64.
I feel like they had a dope set. That's all I remember. But then again, when did they start that? Was that a 98 they started that one? 99?
They started in 99 in the UK. The main event was Stone Cold versus The Undertaker versus Triple H in an Anything Goes triple threat match. They then had another No Mercy here in the United States, also in the same year. That was Triple H versus Stone Cold in another Anything Goes match. Like, I don't think the No Mercy one was actually televised anywhere else other than the UK. So I think that was kind of like the house show match. There was The Rock versus Kurt Angle in a no DQ match. Stone Cold versus Kurt Angle versus Rob Van Dam. That was a really good match. Brock versus Taker in a Hell in a Cell. That was incredible. The 2002 one. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Brock versus Taker in a biker chain match. JBL versus The Undertaker in a last ride match. Batista versus Eddie. King Booker versus Bobby, Big Bob versus Batista versus Finlay.
Man, you had me at the beginning, and now I'm like, oh yeah, no, not so much. It sounds okay.
Triple H versus Randall in the Last Man Standing. Jericho versus Shawn in a ladder match. That was really good. That was really, really good. Bray versus Randy from 2016. That was that was when they rebooted it. And then Braun versus Brock in that match where Brock almost killed Braun with his fists. I'd be tempted to put No Mercy in the pretty good category.
That's where my mind is at, Isaac.
I would say either high okays or low pretty good, so I think the pretty goods have it.
Okay.
Fatal 4-Way goes straight in the bin, dude. So
God
stupid.
Damn it.
What are you?
Sorry.
Jesus.
I'm drunk, okay? Give me a
Jim
minute.
Beam, our proud sponsor.
I wouldn't even put it that far ahead, man. Every match is a fatal 4-way. Get the fuck out of here. That's the worst.
It's above December to Dismember.
Is it?
Is it? I'm asking.
I mean, if when you're like, I'm booking a wrestling show, and then you're like, hey, what do you think's a good idea for this? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, well, I got an idea.
Remember the worst kind of match there is?
Every match.
Fatal 4-way.
There's going to be 4 people in every match. It's going to be chaos, pal. Yeah, it's straight in the bin, dude. Get it out of here.
Okay.
The fuck is that?
Great Balls of Fire. It was a one-time pay-per-view.
I remember that show being more fun than what it had any right to be.
That was recent.
It was like 2016, I think, 2017. Let's see. The card was Neville defeating Akira Tozawa with Titus O'Neil in a pre-show Cruiserweight Championship match.
Tozawa's been in this that long?
Bray defeated Seth. Oh, God. Cass defeated Enzo. I'm looking at you, Isaac. Cesaro and Sheamus defeated the Hardy Boys in a 30-minute Iron Man match, which was very good. Banks defeated Bliss. The Miz with Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, and Maurice defeated Dean Ambrose for the Intercontinental title. Braun defeated Roman in an ambulance match, which was pretty fun. Heath Slater defeated Kurt Hawkins in 2 minutes. And then Brock Lesnar beat Samoa Joe in 6 minutes. Never mind, dude. Get that shit into, like, shit.
I was going to say.
It's down there, dude.
I remember, because was that the one where they were in Japan or something?
No.
No.
Or was that
that wasn't a pay-per-view. That was a special event.
Yeah, that was a network special.
This was in Texas.
Great balls of bullshit. Let's put it in the balls of bullshit bucket.
Above Fatal 4-Way.
I was gonna put it in shit because that 30-man Iron Man match, it's pretty good television. There was some good stuff, but you know, when you treat Samoa Joe like they did and give him 6 minutes because he was facing Lesnar,
And let's be honest, Heath Slater won a match. That's always good.
Yes.
We do like Heath on the pod.
Heath is the man.
We're big boosters. I just got his autograph the other day.
They have kids. I don't.
He does.
I'm waiting for Heath to come back to WWE and win a world title. And complete the prophecy.
Gotta do it. They gotta.
I love that.
How do you not? How do you pass that opportunity up? You know what I mean?
Ethan referring to Hell in the Cell down here.
I thought it was
not Hell in the Cell.
No Mercy.
No Mercy.
Jesus.
Sorry, Jim Beam.
See look at that one. It says "Oh baby" on the bottom too.
Yeah, I got I think in one of my prizes I might have gotten a Heath Slater card. I'm not totally sure what I got in that lot, but I think a Heath might have been in it.
I should show everyone my Matt Riddle too.
Oh yeah, dude, yeah, show it off.
Yeah, dude, I got
Matt Riddle.
I got a sick Matt Riddle autograph. I ordered a Matt Riddle autograph from
Pro Wrestling Tees,
and they sent me an obvious Matt Riddle autograph. I was like, why did that? Oh, wait, what? I was like, wait a minute. That's not Matt Riddle.
It's not Matt Riddle at all.
But it is kind of a cool autograph. So, and I do kind of like Darby Allin, even though his career is going to be incredibly short.
So, Hell in a Cell.
So, I love the Hell in a Cell match. I hate having a pay-per-view named after it.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, but it's produced some pretty good matches on that show.
It's pretty good. If we were just talking match stipulations, which we'll have to do with one of those tier makers of like all the different match stipulations, because I feel like that would be a fun one.
Man, they were cooking with Hell in a Cell for like 2 years, a couple years ago, man. They had that like Ray and Randy had a really good match, and like the next year, Randy had a really good match with Jeff Hardy. Lesnar and Taker had like that same Hell in a Cell match they had like 15 years ago, like 3 years ago. It was really. I'm actually a pretty big fan of Hell in a Cell as far as a pay-per-view. It's not the best, but.
There's a lot coming up that I'm really big fans of. So
I feel like, what was it, 2013 maybe?
Oh, it was
Hell in a Cell with CM Punk, maybe?
That was 2012, I think, because that was when he got hurt by Ryback, right?
Maybe I'm making that up. No,
I don't know.
That was the 2-on-1 handicap match with CM Punk facing Paul Heyman and Ryback. So 2012, I feel, was like him just facing Ryback alone or some shit.
No. It was with Heyman, right? Because Heyman got beat up by.
That was 2013.
Oh.
2012, I think, was Heyman and CM Punk on CM Punk's corner versus Ryback. I don't remember who he was fighting in 2011. But.
Well, we're all in agreement. It's pretty fucking good.
Pretty good, yeah. What's this?
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
Is that the one with the theme song?
Judgment Day had a good fucking theme.
Is that you came to me in a dream last?
I think that was Judgment Day.
The end is here. I'll just look.
No, that was Armageddon. Never
was that Armageddon? Okay, yeah. That's like my favorite.
The end was Armageddon.
That's like my favorite pay-per-view theme song. Like I very rarely listen to just wrestling songs on my own accord. I listen to that one pretty often.
Yeah.
I have a whole Pandora station dedicated to wrestling themes.
Yeah, I like Judgment Day in general for the most part. Like especially like the first one was really good because that was like that was an In Your House pay-per-view, and that was like Undertaker versus Kane for the vacant championship, and Stone Cold was the guest referee.
I like it.
I think it's top end of okay.
I'm seeing what the main events are here.
It's one of those ones that I wish they had just kept it as like a 2-hour B tier pay-per-view.
Yeah,
like,
so
the thing, like you do an hour of TV, 2-hour B tiers, and 3-hour A tiers.
So
No.
the original Judgment Day was Taker versus Kane with Stone Cold as the referee.
Mm-hmm.
Then 2000 was Rock versus Triple H in an Iron Man. 2001 was Stone Cold versus Taker in a No Holds Barred.
Hell yeah.
02 was Hogan versus Taker for the title. 03, we finally lose The Undertaker, and we have Lesnar versus The Big Show for the title in a stretcher match.
Bad match.
Then we have Eddie versus Bradshaw for the WWE title.
I love when those guys fought.
Is that?
Oh, fuck! I think we have 3 in a row with Bradshaw.
Well, there was that while where he was all they had going for him.
Well, yeah, yeah. Judgment Day was a SmackDown show. Once they like made different shows, yeah.
We have Cena versus Bradshaw in an I Quit match. And we have Ray versus Bradshaw in just a regular match. Cena versus Khali. Triple H versus Orton.
I think it's okay.
And finally, Edge versus Jeff Hardy for the title in 2009.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's okay, but
better
below
than any of those ones on the shit level, and it's better than Clash.
I mean, I would definitely say it's below Armageddon just based on the theme song, dude.
God damn it! I'm gonna fucking mushroom stamp you. Fucking
okay.
Bell end, man.
Do we really have any argument on the Big Four?
I would argue that Survivor Series.
Yeah, I'll argue
isn't that
Survivor
good.
Series sucks balls, but SummerSlam is top tier.
Mm-hmm.
Right below WrestleMania, I think.
One Night Stand, the original One Night Stand.
The first 2 were good. The rest were shit.
Yeah. I feel comfortable putting One Night Stand as what it was before WWE actually got their hands on it. I put it up in the best. I'm gonna be honest. I'm willing to forget the really bad 1 or 2.
I would say pretty good. We'll keep it at high end to pretty good.
That's where I feel
because there was like the last 2 were so bad, especially that last one.
But it should have been called something different because at that point it wasn't even really ECW. It was WWE ECW.
Yeah, I know. But if we're talking, well, I mean, it was all really WWE. So
can I argue? The ones that we're calling One Night Stand, we'll argue are just the 2 ECW ones. We can call Extreme Rules everything else.
Oh God, Extreme Rules. They were good for a little while.
But we're only talking about the 2 ECW One Night Stands here. I don't care about the 2 that counted after that.
If we're just talking about the 2 ECW One Night Stands, I think you put it up in the best. I legitimately do.
I agree with Shane on this one, but they're my favorites. So.
Yeah, I was only saying because I was taking all of them into account.
Yeah, but we have Extreme Rules, and they became Extreme Rules One Night Stand.
That's what I was saying. But I'm good with that. What's this next one? Jesus Christ.
Bragging Rights. Another one of those fucking pay-per-views they put right before goddamn Survivor Series.
It's the worst. I hated that shit.
I don't remember a single thing about that.
Red versus blue.
Oh.
I put it below Fatal 4-Way.
SmackDown versus Raw, and then whoever won the most matches of the night, whichever team, like Raw or SmackDown, had bragging rights.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
Oh, God, it was so dumb. It was zero consequence, like bullshit.
Backlash?
Ugh. Another one of those pay-per-views. It's just like...
I'm giving it right above, like, Tribute for the Troops.
Yeah, it's just shit, though.
Oh, it was never good. It had a decent set with the swinging, like, scorpion arm shit.
Yeah, it looked like it was gonna kill somebody. It was like an Indianapolis Jones fucking trap.
New Year's Revolution.
New Year's Revolution had the first. Oh no, they didn't have the first. That ended up being where the Elimination Chamber ended up, dude.
I don't remember anything about New Year's Revolution at all.
I think New Year's Revolution might have been okay shows.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, there wasn't many of them.
There was like 3. Yeah.
Hold on. The drunk guy is wikiing.
I got it. Yeah. The first one, which was in Puerto Rico for some reason, was Triple H versus Batista versus Randy versus Jericho versus Benoit versus Edge in Elimination Chamber. That was a good fucking match. Second one was John Cena versus Edge, except for the fact that was when Edge cashed in. So it was after an Elimination Chamber match. But technically the main event was Edge cashing in. And the third one was Umaga versus John Cena.
Okay, but so that Elimination Chamber match aside, the freaking opening tag team match was the Hurricane and Rosie defeating La Resistance. Second match was Eugene and William Regal defeating Christian and Tyson Tomko. Then Trish Stratus versus Lita, Shelton Benjamin versus Maven, Muhammad Hassan versus Jerry Lawler, and Kane versus Gene Snitsky.
Let's keep in mind, all 3 of these were single-branded events.
And you also have to, I remember now, that Eugene and Regal versus Christian and Tomko match, and then the Trish Stratus versus Lita match, both of those ended because Eugene and Lita both blew out their knees in them. They blew out their knee in back-to-back matches and both missed considerable time.
See, another reason to hate the pay-per-view. It hurt Eugene.
I don't think it's complete and utter shit. You guys are complete and utter horse shit.
I just think it's shit. Below Backlash.
Below Backlash, above Tribute for the Troops?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. No Way Out. What started as a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, then became the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, but it's just always that pay-per-view kind of between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania that has no fucking point in the world.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not a fan.
I don't know.
It's just shitty. I don't think it's complete shit, but it's just shit. It's not even okay.
I think it's the top of shit, bottom of okay.
Yeah, I think in that range. I just want to get to the next one so I can have a good one again.
War Game!
NXT War Games. Yes.
Why is that different from NXT TakeOver though? Because it's
TakeOver War Games, but hey, we've separated one night stands and Extreme Rules, so why
either
the
way,
fuck not?
dude, that NXT War Games was fucking dope.
Yeah, they've both been pretty good. I just put TakeOver up there in the best as well. Put them both up, all the way up top.
Yeah, absolutely. Better than One Night Stand as a whole.
TakeOvers, oh my god.
TakeOvers.
They're the best every time.
Yeah.
I never want to miss a fucking NXT pay-per-view.
Consistently incredible wrestling.
No, I mean they were the legend killer of sports entertainment shows. I mean, again, because I remember the first time an NXT show was really better than a main roster show, people were like, oh, better, that's kind of weird. And then the next time it was like, oh, it's better again. And then the next time it was, oh, it's better again. Oh, it's better again. It's just consistently better every time.
And not only that, but like they continually one up themselves. Like for the most part, with a few exceptions, like I feel like the In Your House one was like not as good as a lot of the other ones.
It was
But,
also
like,
done during a pandemic. I thought that was a really
exactly.
good show,
It
dude.
was a great show, but I guess you're right, because of the pandemic it's a little tough. But like for the most part, like they just like continually one up themselves.
Yeah,
Forget the main roster.
I
It's easy
remember
to do better than them.
I remember telling my friend who lives in North Jersey, the last time they had WrestleMania in Jersey, that I didn't want to fucking go if I couldn't go to NXT TakeOver. And with TakeOver being in fucking Brooklyn, which is a pain in the ass to get to from Jersey, I scrapped the whole weekend. I would have gone to TakeOver, Hall of Fame, and WrestleMania.
Oh, Jersey! I was joking with my brother because he was trying to move. He's trying to move to New Jersey.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Well, because I don't know. He wants a
It's
yard,
cheaper.
and he wants to be able to commute. I think he's going to be in upstate New York or something now, or not upstate, but like New Rochelle or something. But anyway, I was like joking because he lives in the Bronx now, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I love my neighborhood. It's so diverse." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, but if you move to Jersey, it's going to be super diverse there too, because you'll have every kind of Italian."
Hey, we like our seafood fra diavolo.
It's true though. God damn it, dude! If you're not Jewish, you're Italian, and it's the same thing in the in New Jersey. Same guilt. Payback, another dumb pay-per-view, which makes whatever pay-per-view before it seem worthless.
But
It's like
WrestleMania,
Backlash, but worse.
Isn't Payback after WrestleMania though?
It's Backlash, but worse.
Yeah. Ugh.
one of the main events was the Shield versus Evolution.
But
In that way, it's not complete and utter horseshit.
no, it's shit. It's yeah, exactly. Above the Revolution, the New Year's Revolution. But it's like Backlash, but worse.
So I think Money in the Bank, you have to put in okay. I hate the fact it's its own show and it's not on WrestleMania anymore. But the Money in the Bank as a whole is such a good fucking match, and it just shapes the landscape of everything to come.
And now that you have the two matches, it actually works as a pay-per-view.
Yeah, but I loved when it was one match to rule them all.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
you have this match.
But having
You could
the
decide
women's, having
anything
the
you fucking
and
want.
the men's, do the pandemic fucking shit.
Yeah, I like Money in the Bank as a pay-per-view. I still wish they would just do it at WrestleMania, because that was another thing that made WrestleMania really special. Because the show was going to open with Money in the Bank, and there was just going to be complete and utter carnage. And then it just left like that taste in your mouth, like, ooh, is he going to cash in the rest of the night? You were on your seat.
Oh, I think I watched. I'm shit because I'm drunk, but I think I watched CM Punk win the Money in the Bank, and I was wondering that the whole fucking night.
Yeah, I was a long time ago now, probably like 2013 maybe. I was actually at a Money in the Bank pay-per-view. It's here in Columbus, and Sheamus won the Money in the Bank for some reason, and it was when Roman was getting super booed. It was right after the Shield split up, and he was like the big dog.
Arf.
Yeah, and Bray Wyatt returned, and then like shook the lights went out, and then he was shaking the ladder, and then the main event was Seth versus Dean. Seth versus Dean in like a really fucking good, like no holds barred match. It was very long too. It was like 40 minutes or something. I have a fondness for Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
okay.
I think so, except for that, like, there's one that I hated, but we already talked about that. I feel like the next three of these are just all trash. The Bash, oh my god, complete and utter shit. Unforgiven, like we don't even.
Unforgiven's an old pay-per-view though.
Yeah, Unforgiven's all right, man.
It's not complete and utter shit, but it's shitty.
You just hate everything.
Great Balls of Fire.
Yo, yeah.
A lot of things are above Great Balls.
I would say Unforgiven is okay.
You put Breaking Point. Oh, Jesus. Help.
Sorry. Drunk ass.
Okay, we're good.
Are we?
We're not.
Womp, 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 womp.
Help. Let's just look to see what we got left. We have Breaking Point left. 8 Breaking Point. It's a stupid show.
That one sucks balls. Over the Limit. You suck balls.
No, Royal Rumble, you're up there in the best.
Royal Rumble's the best.
Over the Limit, you suck balls. I don't know what the hell that V thing is. Vengeance, you
Bad Blood up towards the top because they had a midget, and that was Kane's debut.
Also, I saw Bad Blood live when I was a mere child. The year was 2004, and Shawn Michaels versus Triple H happened, and it was the longest Hell in a Cell match of all time, clocking him in at like 48 minutes or something.
We're back here. Yeah, Over the Limit was that stupid one they added to get us to the road to WrestleMania. Survivor Series is okay.
I apologize for my drunkenness.
No, you're good. It was confusing because we had more in complete and utter horseshit.
There is no reason Vengeance should be up there in the pretty good tier here. I take offense. It's like, yeah. Bad Blood
Series.
Oh, Survivor Series.
It's pretty good.
I would put it at the top end of okay.
Yeah, I would say low end pretty good or top end okay.
Everyone loves Survivors.
I just hate the tag teams or all the fucking gauntlet match tag team shit.
Because here's the bottom line: for every epic Survivor Series match you have 3 fucking 4 Doink the Clowns versus random people. You have this shit show that was Team Cena versus Team Authority that Cena got eliminated and then Sting came in.
Didn't they murder the Nexus on a?
Yeah, it's just So Survivor Series is by far the weakest of the big 4.
Oh, it's easily.
And I wish that they would make Money in the Bank one of the big 4.
Yeah,
it matters more. Money in the Bank matters so much more.
Are these 2 more goddamn Road to WrestleMania pay-per-views coming up in a second? Fastlane and Roadblock. Oh my god.
Roadblock is down there in the complete and utter horseshit. Fastlane's okay. I would put Fastlane up in the shit. The Roadblock one was the stupid one where fucking Triple H buried Dean Ambrose for some reason.
Yeah. Was Roadblock even a pay-per-view, or was that just a special event?
I think they kind of left it gray on purpose. I think it was like, it's a pay-per-view.
I'd say it's right. Fastlane's right there with Over the Limit and complete and utter shit. And then you have TLC, which...
Okay. I like TLC. It's carnage.
Yeah. Well, sorry. Extreme Rules first. I'm sorry. This is why we break up, sir, because of fucking. Like,
don't mess with my drunk ass right now.
Extreme Rules.
Ethan, many of ladders have betted at the Money in the Bank. Yes, they either.
I think the first one was at WrestleMania 23.
Well, no, that was a real ladder that broke.
Extreme Rules was an okay pay-per-view, I'd say. I'd say that's like...
It's in shit.
You think so? I think it's better than Survivor Series.
I don't. Because Extreme Rules should be... Like, the reason why the Money in the Bank, to me, works is because it's a stipulation that anyone can win. When you just throw everyone into an Extreme Rules match, it doesn't make any sense. Extreme Rules needs actual...
Well, it stopped working once they stopped allowing color, too.
Well, I'm just saying that, like, Extreme Rules needs, like, the circumstances leading into it, yeah.
Yeah, no, put it in shit. I got you. It's the same thing with Survivor Series. It's like, why do you have all these guys teaming up?
Yeah, the only reason why I think TLC is better is just because it's a more fun match type. I love TLC matches.
TLC's a fun one. Plus, you have like tables matches, ladder matches, chair matches, and the TLC matches.
Yeah, I think you
yeah,
put
I'd say
TLC up and okay.
I think it's pretty good, man. I think it's
Yeah.
below Hell in a Cell.
Okay.
But I
Besides
think
I'm not
the
gonna
fucking
argue.
chairs match.
Dude, the chairs match that Rowan and Harper had that one time. No, they had the stairs match, which was somehow okay.
Yep. I remember
Like-
that ladder match with fucking. It was like Brody Lee now or whatever.
Luke Harper.
Luke Harper was in it. And that was like one of these matches that I had low expectations for that blew me away.
Are you talking about him with him and Ambrose? Because they had that feud over the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, I think
Dude,
so.
They had some
Yeah.
good matches.
Yeah, there was one at the TLC though, especially that I remember.
Well,
But
I mean, but again, think about how good their match was when he returned to being Mox and he returned to him. Luke returned to being Brody, and then they had less restrictions.
they almost killed him.
Mm-hmm. Couple old CZW guys. CZ Dub.
Bad Blood. I love Bad Blood, especially Bad Blood 97. That's my favorite pay-per-view of all time.
I refuse to allow Bad Blood to be put in the best. I mean,
It's pretty good though.
Yeah, pretty
But
good, pretty
only-
good. No argument at all.
And I'm not even trying to argue. It's just because fucking that's gotta be Kate. It's the best state character debut ever. It's like the one that they got so fucking right from the start, and they only ruined it down the road instead of like figuring it out down the road after fucking it up in the beginning.
So here's kind of where I'm at. I legitimately think Evolution should be put up in the best. Here's why. Because it was such a huge success for WWE in so many ways that they could have fucked it up in such a royally WWE way. They really did a good job at coming out and celebrating women's wrestling on that show.
They certainly didn't have Santina come out.
Yeah, no, and literally there was like, yeah, some of the action might have been clunky. There might have been some interesting booking decisions, but as a whole, that show really stood out to me that year. I mean, as being incredible.
But the question comes down to, it was a great show. Why didn't they have another?
Because Vince would rather make money off of titties than women's wrestling.
The women's evolution was over after that. They evolved into something else.
I wish that they would.
They have been closer to 50% of the card since then.
And this is something I've been saying for a while, and this is something that I've heard some other people say too that I agree with. And this is the best thing that, like, the best all-out division that they have in WWE is their women's division.
Oh, they kick the shit out of AEW.
Well, just in general, like their women's division is so much better than their men's division as far as what they. Hey, look who it is! Woo! Last minute. But yeah, like their women's division is just incredible. Like they all are trying so hard. It feels like the energy they put out, it feels like that Monday Night Wars energy kind of where they're like really fighting for
it.
Like
to me, it feels like, yeah, I was gonna say, to me, it feels like they're trying to right the wrongs of Jerry the King Lawler in years past. You know what I mean? They want to right the wrongs of everybody else, and they want to say, look, we are, we are just as much a part of the show as the men, and
they're like I said, I think they're better. I think like the stories that they're telling, like sometimes are like dumb, but like once you get them in the ring, like
yeah, I mean, I
almost always fucking the best matches of the night.
I agree. I mean, real quick, and then we'll say goodbye and hop off. I want to pull that card up just to see if maybe I'm overreacting, but I don't think I am.
Yeah, I mean, you are, but you're not.
Let's see.
They had some good shit on that one, man.
Let's see. So you had Trish and Lita defeating Mickey and Alicia, which is, whatever, but you have to throw a bone to the old head. You know what I mean? It makes sense. It went 11 minutes. It was fine. You have Nia Jax last eliminating Ember Moon for a shot at the title, which, fine battle royal. Tony Storm.
The first match is such a good way to get the crowd amped up. Mm-hmm. It's like you have that nostalgia pump of fucking hearing Lita's music pop and all that shit.
Oh, dude, the Trish laugh. Yep. Oh, Tony Storm defeating Io Shirai in like a way too short match, but I remember it being good. And then you had Sasha, Bailey, and Natalya defeating the Riot Squad in like a pretty decent match. You had Shayna Baszler regaining the NXT Championship from Kairi Sane in a good match.
Yes. Oh, hell yes.
You had Becky defeating Charlotte in that last women's standing match, which was fucking credible. Now I remember why I like that show so much. And then you had Ronda defeating Nikki, which was pretty good.
Can we also state the shortest match on the show was 10 minutes and 20 seconds?
Yeah, shout out. That's incredible.
Mm-hmm. And they were all really good. So
yeah,
definitely.
I
think that's a pretty good list.
I'm trying to be fair here. We give a lot of shit on AEW for having long matches.
I don't have an issue with long matches. They don't bother me at all.
When they serve a purpose, sure, but when it's just so everyone can get in like 35 different flippy flips, then fuck it. But New Japan long matches, I'm all about because like they're just like, I don't know, I don't mind watching Suzuki and somebody else just fucking punch each other as hard as they can.
And that's fair. Now, I have an important question to ask.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. Evolution is fourth on this list. Is Royal Rumble above SummerSlam?
Yes.
Yes.
For me, Royal
Rumble goes at the top. I think Royal Rumble
is the best pay-per-view of all time.
Royal Rumble is the pay-per-view I most want to see live.
And, if we're going to look at this as, like, we're really doing it, I would put Evolution. I would probably put Evolution right in front of One Night Stand.
As if we're really doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, just the top list. You know what I mean? Just the best is where we're really going to put the definite.
And Takeover over War Games.
Yeah.
It's just like whatever.
I love the War Games match. That's my bias.
Old school does that double ring.
I love it.
Everything that NXT does is fucking great.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's not a bad list.
No. Speaking of bad lists, I'm on the bad list for Santa because I'm about to fucking jerk off and go to bed.
And on that incredible bombshell, remember to like, subscribe, ring that goddamn bell icon. And until next week, we've been Such Good Shoot. I'm Dozer. I'm drunk. He's Shane.
I'm not drunk.
He's Isaac. He's high.
Yeah.
Yeah.